Okay, so Janta is ready. Hello, Devaswan. Hello, Sushant. Hi guys, hi girls. Hello students. Namaste, Pranam, Sat Shri Akal. Good evening. Welcome to NTSE V Foundation, and we are here with an awesome session which you all would be enjoying because ये पढ़ाई से थोड़ा हटके है. So many students are saying hello. Okay, mic problem, voice not clear. Okay, wait. Okay, let me know. Am I audible and visible? Am I audible and visible? Voice is okay? Okay, please let me know. Am I audible and visible clearly? Am I audible and visible clearly? Okay, Sushant says okay. So all of you who are saying okay, please give me some thumbs up and smileys so that I know that I am audible and visible clearly. Now Naresh says now it is fine. Okay, so we are about to start with a session which is about International Space Station, that is ISS in short form, right? This is basically an artificial satellite which is a residential satellite, right? लोग वहां पे जाके रहते हैं और बहुत सारे लोगों ने वहां के लिए टूरिज्म का भी प्लान बनाया है कि अरे यार स्पेस घूम के आते हैं, राइट? So, okay, now people are saying hi, hello. So my hi and hello to all those जिनके मैं names नहीं बोल पाया. Hello Lakshmi, hello Vishalini, hello Naresh, hello Manoj. कैसे हैं आप लोग? I hope you all are enjoying your weekend. So that's why there is a weekend and we are here with an awesome session जो आपकी बुक से बिल्कुल relate नहीं होता, but आपको शायद थोड़े goosebumps जरूर देगा if you wish to become a space astronaut, or if you are thinking of pursuing engineering, or if you are interested in space. राइट, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट दी स्पेस जो ऊपर है, ऊपर मतलब आसपास है, प्लैनेट्स के आसपास है. दिस इज नॉट अ स्पेस विच वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट नॉर्मली, राइट? चलिए फिलहाल के लिए आई एम फाइन. सुशांत, हाउ आर यू? सो दिस सेशन इज ऑल अबाउट दैट यू कैन सी दैट इंटरनेशनल स्पेस स्टेशन फ्रॉम होम, राइट? हर बच्चा, every student can watch International Space Station in sky because that is at an altitude or at a height of 400 kilometers approximately and is visible as a bright object, right? You can easily watch that. Not only that, there are many facts and figures which are connected to that which I would be sharing, which are really very interesting and encouraging also for all those who love to explore space, right? चलिए, ओके, अवेंजर्स क्विज भी बच्चे आने वाला है. नी नॉट टू वरी, अवेंजर क्विज भी आएगा, राइट? सो वी शैल बी कवरिंग दैट अवेंजर क्विज मे बी टुमारो और मे बी नेक्स्ट वीकेंड, राइट? बिकॉज देयर वाज अ जैम पैक्ड शेड्यूलिंग, राइट? सो थोड़ा सा उस कारण से अवेंजर्स क्विज अभी या तो कल होगा या वो नेक्स्ट वीकेंड पे होगा, राइट? तो चलिए आगे बढ़ते हैं. वी आर हेयर फॉर ISS, दैट इज इंटरनेशनल स्पेस स्टेशन. एंड अच्छा एक चीज बताइए, आई एम थैंकफुल टू द डिजाइनर्स हु हैव क्रिएटेड दिस इमेज. कितनों को ये इमेज अच्छा लगा? ओ सॉरी, दिस साइड, यप दिस साइड, या कितनों को ये इमेज अच्छा लगा? एस्ट्रोनॉट वाला इमेज कितनों को अच्छा लगा? हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू फील दैट दिस इज रियली कूल? Okay. Right. You know, when I had a word with the designer, I told him, भाई थोड़ी सी गर्दन बना दो, neck is missing. So ऐसा लग रहा है कि means किसी ने मुझे शहीद करके वहां पे टांग दिया हो, right? But I really enjoyed that, looking like an astronaut, right? So wearing a space suit. चलिए, let's move ahead. So we are here for a session. देखें, right? So let's explore International Space Station. We are here to explore International Space Station, right? चलिए, what is International Space Station? International Space Station क्या है? पहले ये देख लेते हैं. आपको एक फोटो सा नजर आ रहा है, that is International Space Station का, which shows lot many solar panels, right? So what exactly is International Space Station? It is a large spacecraft in orbit around Earth. It serves as a home where crew of astronauts and cosmonauts live. The space station is also a unique science laboratory. तो पहले ये जानते हैं भाई स्पेस स्टेशन बनाया ही क्यों? Why we have created a space station? That is very important fact and that is very important information. Why humans or why mankind is interested in installing something in the space? So story goes back to the race between USSR and USA. I hope आपको पता होगा कि रशिया पहले यूएसएसआर था, सोवियत यूनियन के नाम से उसको जानते थे, राइट? सो एट दैट टाइम देयर वाज अ रेस बिटवीन यूएसए एंड यूएसएसआर दैट वी नीड टू कैप्चर स्पेस, हमें पहले स्पेस में पहुंचना है, और ये रेस बहुत अच्छे से चला। अल्टीमेटली यूएसए ने थोड़ी सी बाजी मार ली एंड में, राइट, टुवर्ड्स द एंड ऑफ दैट पर्टिकुलर एरा, एंड दे वर इन पोजीशन टू लैंड अ मैन ऑन द मून। नील आर्मस्ट्रांग का नाम आपने सभी ने सुना है। But at that point of time, Russia decided that okay, Russia means USSR ने शुरू किया था, बाद में रशिया ने कंप्लीट किया, right? So USSR and or Russia, whatever you wish to say, they decided that we shall be installing something in space so that humans could stay in that particular compartment. So with that effort, they started building a spaceship that could stay floated in the space. So that was the idea. Now the same idea was developed by NASA also for USA, but there was a problem. USA was not getting budget approval. उनको budget approval नहीं मिल रहा था कि वो इस प्रोजेक्ट को आगे बढ़ा पाए और एक स्पेस स्टेशन बना पाए जिसको वो फ्लोट कर पाए। तो फिर यूएसएसआर ने बाजी मार ली या रशिया ने बाजी मार ली। They were the first one to take an initiative, and ultimately they established a space station with the name Mir, M-I-R, Mir, which was one of the successful space stations, right? And whenever we talk of any particular space station, uska ek lifetime hota hai, because when we develop any space station, there is certain technology which is available, but the moment it goes obsolete, the technology goes obsolete, it is very difficult for scientists to keep that gadget working. Now that gadget, Mir space station was working really very well, but its time was coming to an end. And at the same time, USA also proposed to launch their space station with the name of the project Freedom, that we shall be launching a space station with the project name Freedom, right? So दोनों में means उनका तो मीर आ चुका था, इन्होंने अभी एक स्पेस स्टेशन लॉन्च करना था, but then they decided कि बजट तो इतना है नहीं है, moreover it will be something which will be used by many of the countries, so let's go for a collaborative effort. So ISS is the resultant of a collaborative effort by lot many space agencies. इनका मिलके एक प्रोजेक्ट है जिन्होंने ISS बनाया, और ये टुकड़ों में बना, means it was assembled in parts. First part was sent by Russia, and then the USA, and then the other parts and European Space Agency, and ultimately all got connected and a huge space station was created. फिलहाल के लिए थोड़ा सा मैं आपको इसके बारे में बताता हूं. So let's proceed. Yep. So International Space Station is a modular space station. Modular means छोटे छोटे मॉड्यूल से बना है. In low Earth orbit, it is a multinational collaborative project involving 5 participating space agencies, जिसमें NASA है USA की, and Roscosmos है रशिया की, JAXA है जापान से, and ESA from Europe and CSA from Canada. So it's a collaborative effort of all these companies. Right? The station is divided into 2 sections. Main section जो रशिया वाला है उसको ऑर्बिटल सेगमेंट बोलते हैं, रॉस बोलते हैं, और जो बाकी वाला है यूएसए वाला है जिसको यूएसओएस बोलते हैं, यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स ऑर्बिटल सेगमेंट, वो बहुत सारी कंट्रीज मिलके यूज करती हैं. राइट? सो ये है क्या, मींस इसको कैसे यूज करते हैं, भाई बनाया ही क्यों, व्हाई वी हैव क्रिएटेड अ बिल्डिंग व्हिच इज फ्लोटिंग इन स्पेस. राइट? सो वी नीड टू हैव एन आंसर टू दैट, बट बिफोर दैट आई वुड लाइक टू आस्क यू वन थिंग. A very small question for all of you. You can see there is a space agency with the name NASA. How many of you know what is the full form of NASA? Quickly post. Quickly post. Hello Khushi. फटाफट पोस्ट कीजिए. That what is the full form of NASA? Okay. National Aeronautics and Space Administration. Good. Very good. That is Rishan Gupta. Very good. Fine. Hello Indrajit. Hello. चलिए. So ये तो हो गई starting of ISS. ISS कैसे शुरुआत हुआ? What was the process through which it got started? But the question is, why we need International Space Station? Now these days, if you know, there is a personality with the name Elon Musk, right? He is currently the second world's richest person. And he was nowhere at the start of this particular year. But somehow his company SpaceX has grown like anything. and the price of the share of that company is growing like anything, because of which this person is now the second richest person in the world. Why the company is growing? Because SpaceX, a private company, is helping NASA to develop spacecraft or rockets which are usable, and they are planning to set up a colony on Moon and on Mars also. Already, NASA, in collaboration with many other agencies, has created a project with the name Artemis, and they would be sending a man, and for the first time they would be sending a woman on Moon in 2024. That means in 4 years, you all would be observing a landing of a spaceship with a man and a woman on Moon. Now the question is, what next? Of course, the next target will be Mars, but Mars is too far. We need to take a break for moving on to Mars. So break kahan pe le? Obviously, Moon can be one destination, but for repair works, for rest of the information, we need something in space jisse hamara communication bana rahe. And that something is none other than ISS, International Space Station, which is actually a big laboratory where scientists can stay and they can experiment. Because of the absence of gravity over there, the quality of experiments which they conduct at that place are totally different from what they could have conducted on Earth. Right? चलिए तो थोड़ा सा आगे बढ़ते हैं. How old is space station? ये जो ISS है, इंटरनेशनल स्पेस स्टेशन है, ये कितना पुराना है? As you can see, the project got started in November 1998. A Russian rocket launched Russian space part, that is Russian Zarya control module. जैसा मैंने आपसे कहा, it is made up of modules. So the first module was Zarya by Russia, and after 2 weeks, Endeavour met Zarya. उनका docking हुआ आपस में. The space station shuttle was carrying the US Unity node. The crew attached the Unity node to Zarya और दूसरा that is Endeavour का वहां पे connection बना, and then more pieces were added over the next 2 years. The first crew arrived on November 2, 2000. Means this year this space station has gone for 20th anniversary in November. Means पिछले 20 साल से पृथ्वी के सभी लोग पृथ्वी पे नहीं रह रहे. From past 20 years, at least 4, 5 or 6 people are staying in ISS above Earth. ये अर्थ के आसपास घूमने वाला एक आर्टिफिशियल सैटेलाइट है जिसमें साइंटिस्ट रहते हैं, एस्ट्रोनॉट्स रहते हैं, एंड दे कीप ऑन एक्सपेरिमेंटिंग एंड दे स्लीप ओवर देयर. वो अपना खाना पीना, नहाना धोना, एक्सरसाइज सब वहीं करते हैं. राइट? So more pieces were added later on, and ultimately the construction got completed in 2011. 2011 में ये प्रोजेक्ट पूरा हो गया और ISS रेडी हो गया पूरा का पूरा. How big is this space station? ये कितना बड़ा? You can have a look at the pic. In the pic you can see there are 2 astronauts and one is means hanging from the roof. Why so? Because there is no roof. There is no gravity. We say something to be a roof and a floor when there is gravity. Gravity pulls us to a surface. We call that surface to be a floor, and the top one is known as roof. But in case of ISS, there is no gravity. There is total free fall, right? So because of the absence of gravity, they keep on flying. They keep on flying. And that's why you can see one person, one astronaut is standing and the other is upside down, right? As per the photograph. And the best part is when they sleep in ISS, they don't feel like sleeping. वो ये खड़े खड़े भी सो जाते हैं. They just hook themselves with the belts and then they sleep. It's not like जैसे हम लोग सोते हैं, हम जाते हैं बेड पे लेट जाते हैं and we get that feeling that we are relaxing. It is not the case in ISS. That's why staying in a space station requires lot of effort also, and lot many things are to be done in concern to that, or to be learned in concern to that. So space station has the volume of 5-bedroom house. 5 कमरों जितना बड़ा ये हाउस होता है, जितना उतना बड़ा है. It is able to support a crew of 6 people plus visitors. On Earth, the space station would weigh almost 1 million pounds, right? And it has got different laboratories of different countries where the scientists or the astronauts of those countries are going for experiments. Question is, what sort of experiments? Why can't we do those experiments on Earth? The problem is, on Earth there is gravity, right? But at that place there is no gravity. There are a lot of radiations also because of solar flares, and the atmosphere over there is totally different. So the experimentation which is happening at that place is entirely different from what we could have done on Earth. Okay, what are the parts? As you can see, this is just a pic of one small part known as node. Now, every node has got a connection in which the other node can be fitted. So, space station is like a machine in which different parts are getting attached. कोई spaceship आया, कोई spacecraft आया और वो इसके साथ dock हो गया. And they have got nodes at various places or various nodes, different things are getting attached. Moving ahead. Other parts, you can see big solar panels are there to provide electricity, क्योंकि obviously वहां पे बहुत सारे experiment चल रहे हैं, बहुत सारी machines हैं, बहुत सारे computer हैं, and computers are old computer. That's why they require lot of this solar power also. And as far as the death of ISS is concerned, it is predicted that by 2030, that is after around 10 years, ISS will be obsolete. That's why NASA is already planning another space station to replace this, because if you can visualize, we are talking about 1998. The quality of computers, the quality of systems which we used to have in 1998 was totally different that we have today. Well, things can be replaced, but the whole compartment can't be replaced. That's why things are getting changed. Means if you compare पुराने जमाने में when a rocket used to fly, it used to have a panel with hundreds of buttons, right? Then as the time passed away और जैसे जैसे progressing हुआ, those buttons got reduced to few buttons, right? And earlier the buttons were mechanical. Then digital buttons आ गए. And these days SpaceX is creating rockets which have got touch screens. All buttons are available in the form of touch screens, right? You can just touch it and the command is there, right? So that's why it is very important to upgrade. That's why ISS shall be getting upgraded with a newer space station. Now you can see over here, if the photo is visible to you, an astronaut is coming out from that ISS. What is this basically? Astronauts are in habit of doing spacewalks. They are in habit of correcting or making corrections in the ISS. बहुत बार circuits खराब हो जाते हैं, नया part आता है, उसको जोड़ना होता है, बहुत सारा experimentation करना होता है. So they need to go out of the space station. But if they will open up the door, the air inside the ISS, through which they are breathing, right? Astronauts are breathing, that will move out. So to avoid that, there is a compartment known as a docking compartment, from where firstly the astronaut or the cosmonaut would be entering into that particular chamber, would be locking up the door, would be opening up the next door, and would be moving out, as you can see right now. So astronauts can go on spacewalks through airlocks. So this is an airlock that open to the outside. Docking ports allow other spacecrafts to connect, right? New crew and visitors, they enter through these ports, arrive through these ports. Astronauts fly to the space station on the Russian Soyuz. ये उसका photo है जो आप देख पा रहे हैं, right? And robotic spacecrafts are also used to deliver supplies through these parts, through these gates basically. So फिलहाल के लिए फटाफट इसको क्लोज करते हैं ताकि हम ये जाने हम कैसे देख सकते हैं स्पेसक्राफ्ट को, स्पेस स्टेशन को, राइट? और आपके लिए उसके बाद एक बहुत अच्छा पजल आने वाला है इंटरनेशनल स्पेस स्टेशन का. सो व्हाई स्पेस स्टेशन इंपॉर्टेंट? वेल, microgravity research can be done, and this is a platform for observing other planetary things, or you can say the space. ट्रेनिंग ग्राउंड फॉर लॉन्ग ड्यूरेशन स्पेस फ्लाइट. अगर आपको मार्स पे जाना है तो शायद पहले आपको वहां पे रुकना पड़ेगा और वहां से आप आगे बढ़ सकते हैं, बिकॉज वहां पे आपको एक स्टॉपेज मिल जाएगा. और मे बी इफ यू हैव टू गो टू मून और सम अदर प्लेस, इवन देन इट्स अ हॉल्टिंग स्पेस एंड देन और अ हॉल्ट स्टेशन, way station to the moon or Mars, and focus for advanced technology and maintaining space flight capabilities. बहुत सारे एक्सपेरिमेंट वहां पे हो रहे हैं. A simple example is if a man stays in space for a longer time, तो उनके मसल्स वीक हो जाते हैं. That's why astronauts daily work out for 2 hours. They work out in spacecraft or in this ISS for 2 hours daily, because otherwise there is no resistance. हम जब चलते हैं तो रेजिस्टेंस है, हमारे स्टेप्स भी काउंट होते हैं, तो हमारी कैलोरीज बर्न हो रही है, बट वहां पे ऐसा नहीं है. सो टू मेंटेन दोज मसल्स इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू एक्सरसाइज करना बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है, और एस्ट्रोनॉट्स ये रोज 2 घंटे वहां पे करते हैं, राइट? चलिए फिलहाल आगे बढ़ते हैं. स्पेस स्टेशन फैक्ट्स फटाफट मैं आपको बता दूं, और ये आप बाद में भी रीड कर सकते हैं, बट मुझे पता है बहुत सारे बच्चे ये जानना चाहते हैं सर देखेंगे कैसे, तो मैं उसी पार्ट पे पहुंच रहा हूं. that is 241 individuals from 19 countries have already visited space station. The space station has been continuously occupied since November 2000, right? और 24 घंटे में स्पेस स्टेशन अर्थ के 16 चक्कर लगा लेता है, 16 चक्कर, राइट? Peggy Whitson set the record for spending most total time living and working in space for 665 days on September 2. And the living and the working space station is larger than a 6-bedroom house, right? और इसमें जिम भी है, सब कुछ है, मींस यहाँ पे फोटोग्राफी के लिए भी सेक्शन है और खेती करने के लिए भी जगह है, बिकॉज दे ग्रो क्रॉप्स ओवर देयर, राइट? चलिए मैं आपको दिखाता हूं पहले. Astronauts enjoy space veggies. You can see astronaut is doing something with the vegetables. So in this space station they grow things also, but the problem is there is no gravity. Now because of gravity, जब कोई प्लांट ग्रो करता है तो उसके रूट्स नीचे की तरफ जाते हैं. When there is no gravity, तो क्या रूट्स ऊपर जाएंगे या इधर जाएंगे या इधर जाएंगे? That's why plants are grown in, you can say, vessels, or they are grown in packets, right? And you would be surprised to know that lot many things have been grown. That compartment where these all vegetables are grown is known as veggie. So the vegetable production system known as veggie is a space garden residing on the space station. Its purpose is to help NASA study plant growth in microgravity. माइक्रोग्रेविटी में भी प्लांट कैसे ग्रो करेगा, ये स्टडी वहां पे चल रही है और इसी के थ्रू उन्होंने प्लांट्स उगाए हैं. while adding fresh fruit foods to the astronauts diet. एस्ट्रोनॉट के लिए पैकेज फूड जाते हैं, बट फ्रेश भी उनको खाने को मिल जाता है बिकॉज ऑफ दिस गार्डन, राइट? एंड देयर आर मेनी अदर थिंग्स, मींस पिलो ऑफ, एक पैकेट लेते हैं, उसमें एक पिलो बनाते हैं वाटर का, उसमें प्लांट को उगाते हैं. इस तरीके से ये हिसाब किताब चलता है. एंड नॉट ओनली दिस, टू डेट वेजी हैज सक्सेसफुली ग्रोन वैरायटी ऑफ प्लांट्स. बहुत सारे प्लांट्स यहां पे उग चुके हैं अभी तक, लाइक चाइनीज कैबेज, लेटेस, Mizona mustard, red Russian kale, and zinnia flower. You can see the zinnia flower. Now this is the pic which got viral actually. This is the pic which was clicked by an astronaut, right? जब zinnia का फूल उगा तो उसने उसका फोटो लिया और बैकड्रॉप पे अर्थ था. So this flower is growing in space, right? So that is the future. That is the future actually. Maybe someday, you all know that there is a pandemic on earth right now. No one knows when this pandemic would be ending. But mankind is trying to create another destination where if something happens on earth, people could plan to shift. And as it is also people who can afford, they are talking about space tourism कि भाई घूम के आते हैं, इस बार कहां चलेंगे, हो सकता है फ्यूचर में आप ये प्लान करें, अरे भाई इस बार छुट्टियों में ना मून होके आना है, पिछली बार जा नहीं पाए थे, टाइम नहीं मिल पाया था, इस बार हमें छुट्टियां ज्यादा है तो मून घूम के आएंगे. Could be a case that 10 years down the line you all would be planning something like that, right? But again that will require lot of bucks. फिलहाल हाउ टू वॉच स्पेस स्टेशन. तो अब हम आते हैं कि आप स्पेस स्टेशन को कैसे देख सकते हैं. स्पेस स्टेशन देखने में ऐसा लगता है, आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस पिक्चर, सो लेट्स प्लीज नोट इट डाउन एंड द ऑल क्रेडिट गोज टू नासा बिकॉज द होल information which I am sharing is available on NASA website. You can visit and you can check also. But how to watch International Space Station, very important. Well, you need to go to the URL spotthestation.nasa.gov. You need to open this URL spotthestation.nasa.gov. और आपको स्पेस स्टेशन कब देखना है? When the sun is rising in the early morning or when sun is setting. Why so? Because space station has got no light of its own. Like a satellite, it will be reflecting the light of the sun. But when it is too much of sun, it won't be visible. When there is no sun, it won't be visible. So we are looking for a time period when there is light, but the light amount of light is very less. And that time is dawn or dusk, right? So all sightings will occur within a few hours before or after sunrise or sunset. This is the optimum viewing period as the sun reflects off the space station and contrasts against the darker sky. आप सभी देख सकते हैं, कैसे देख सकते हैं? सबसे पहले आपको इस URL पे जाना है spotthestation.nasa.gov. जैसे ही आप इस पे जाएंगे आपको ऐसा कुछ नजर आएगा और वो आपसे बोलेगा कि भाई यहां पे अपनी सिटी डालिए. You need to input your city here. You need to input your city here and you need to press search button. As you can see, I belong to Chandigarh, so it was automatically picking up the location Chandigarh. But the moment I would be entering the Chandigarh, there will be an arrow like this and it is showing the city also, right? Once that is done, means the moment you will be entering your city, you need to press enter, and once you will do that, you will see an icon will appear, a location icon will appear, and on that location icon there will be view sighting options. There will be a word view sighting options. You need to click that view sighting options. आप इस view sighting options को जैसे ही क्लिक करेंगे वो आपके सिटी का पूरा टेबल दिखा देगा कि आपकी सिटी में किस डेट को और कितने बजे कितनी देर के लिए ये ISS अवेलेबल रहेगा, देखने के लिए अवेलेबल रहेगा. दैट इज इंटरनेशनल स्पेस स्टेशन. आई रिपीट वंस अगेन, this is an example table of Chandigarh. Similarly, when you would be looking for that is your city, you would be getting the instructions, and you can see it will tell you the direction also in which you need to see. And I hope everyone knows it is very easy to locate the direction because sun ke accordingly you know east and west and north and south, and as per the direction told to you, you can turn yourself and you can see in the sky. The advice is whenever you wish to see International Space Station, it will be a very bright object, much brighter than a star and less brighter than sun, and it will be visible, but you need to go on to the top of your building wherever you are staying to watch this. There should not be any obstruction so that you are in clear view of the sky, and then only you would be in position to see this, right? तो फिलहाल के लिए थोड़ा सा आगे बढ़ाते हैं इसको. Okay, my question to all of you, who is he? तो मैंने आपको बता दिया कि आप कैसे इंटरनेशनल स्पेस स्टेशन देख सकते हैं, बट अभी के लिए आपको बताना है who is he. who is he? फटाफट, ये कौन है? Can you identify him? Can you identify him? राकेश शर्मा. अरे भाई राकेश शर्मा नहीं, वो तो बहुत पुराने हो गए, राइट? So we are talking about something new. चलिए फटाफट we need to end this. One is saying Rakesh Sharma. Any other? Well, he was there in the news 2 days back. Because he is about to lead a project of NASA. His roots are from India, right? His name is Rajachari. So you can see the NASA space station NASA has signed a contract with SpaceX, a private agency, which is actually grooming astronauts, right, for space missions. And the next mission, that is the Crew 3 mission, is also part of the signed contract. And Rajachari has been selected as one of the 3 astronauts and will command the mission as well. So he has got his roots with India, and he would be heading that project, right? And you can search about Rajachari. बहुत कुछ आपको देखने को मिलेगा, बहुत कुछ अच्छा पढ़ने को मिलेगा, right? तो फिलहाल के लिए थोड़ा सा आगे बढ़ते हैं, right? चलिए, so moving ahead. इंटरनेशनल स्पेस स्टेशन पजल. अब आपके सामने एक छोटा सा पजल आ रहा है विच यू नीड टू हेल्प मी. आई एम नॉट श्योर वेदर इट विल बी विजिबल टू यू और नॉट, बट अगर आपको विजिबल रहेगा तो हम मिलकर उसको सॉल्व करेंगे. इट्स अ क्रॉसवर्ड पजल, सो बी रेडी फॉर द सेम. I hope that is visible. So we need to fill this crossword quickly, and the same crossword is available on NASA website also. तो आपको मुझे फटाफट इसको fill करवाना है, right? You can see down. I'm showing you the down instructions. आपको down instructions पढ़नी है और फटाफट मुझे बताना है क्या होगा. The first instruction says 7 people from this country have visited ISS. 7 people from this country has visited ISS. तो आपको बता रहा है नंबर 1 पे क्या आएगा. नंबर 1, as I can see, this is the number 1. 7 people from this country has visited the ISS. 7 एस्ट्रोनॉट्स इस कंट्री के यहां पे विजिट कर चुके हैं. तो यहां पे हमारे पास आएगा कनाडा. बिल्कुल सही फिट हो गया, right? Down means this way. The second says NASA record holder for most days spent in space. NASA record holder for most days. इतना बड़ा नाम अभी आपको बताया तो थोड़ी देर पहले, but the name is Peggy Whitson. That is Peggy. Most number of days. That is Peggy Whitson. Right? So that is Peggy Whitson. NASA record for most days spent in space. Third one, down. More than 50 dash control the systems. 50 क्या लगे हुए हैं? More than 50 क्या लगे हुए हैं ISS में? Of course computers. So that is third. Third is computers. Fifth one. Astronaut who spent 340 days in space on one mission. That is the fifth one. Where is the fifth one? This is the fifth one. Astronaut who spent 340 days in space on one mission. 340 days continuously, right? Very famous astronaut, right? उन्होंने बहुत कुछ किया है, and his name is, that is Scott Kelly. Scott Kelly. Similarly, the last one, the from down wala, the ISS has been continuously occupied since dash 2000. We all know that कब से ये occupied है. We are looking for 8 and 8 में हमारे पास आना है November. That is NOVEM. So यहाँ आपके पास आ जाएगा November, but because I'm not in position to write fully, what I can advise to you is you can go to NASA website. This same puzzle is available over here and you can solve. But मैं आपको आंसर सारे के सारे बता दूंगा and I hope शायद आपको आंसर वहां पे भी मिल जाएंगे. But let's proceed and check what are the rest of the questions and what are the rest of the answers. Right? चलिए देखें जरा. Yes, across के आगे. The ISS is the size of a dash field. The ISS is the size of dash field. ये कितना बड़ा है? It is equal to football field. जितना फुटबॉल का फील्ड होता है उतना बड़ा है इंटरनेशनल स्पेस स्टेशन. प्रिंसिपल ISS पार्टनर्स कौन कौन से हैं? US, यूरोप, जापान, कनाडा एंड डैश. ऑफ कोर्स द डैश विल बी रशिया. मोस्ट ISS विजिटर्स आर फ्रॉम दिस कंट्री. ISS के सबसे ज्यादा विजिटर्स कहां से आए हैं? यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स से. The ISS travels 5 miles. 5 miles कितनी देर में चलता है? In 1 second. 1 second. It travels 5 miles in 1 second. इतनी फास्ट स्पीड पे चलता है, तभी ये 16 चक्कर लगा पाता है एक दिन में. In 24 hours, that is, the ISS makes 16 dash of Earth. It makes 16 rotations of the Earth. Right? So that was all about ISS जो आप अभी सुन रहे थे, and the source is nasa.gov. You can visit nasa.gov and you can check and do post if you are in position to check out International Space Station in sky. Then do post in the comment box and do let me know that yes sir, I was in position to spot ISS in sky. It will be like a bright object and will be visible without any telescope. And if by chance you have got a telescope also, then you would be in position to clearly see that, right? Not only that, ISS has got a radio station also. You can tune in and they generally talk to students and schools also. If you have got the arrangement to talk to them through the radio, then that is also available. They have got a full radio system through which astronauts talk to students and encourage them to take part in so many other science activities. फिलहाल के लिए this is the final one जो मैं अभी आपको बता रहा था. You can take a copy and the same is available on nasa.gov. You can download also and I hope वहां पे answers भी आपको मिलेंगे इसके. फिलहाल के लिए we are moving on to the end and you have to post the answer to this. Post in the comment box who was the first female commander of the International Space Station. I repeat, post in the comment box. Once this session ends, do post in the comment box who was the first female commander of the International Space Station. Who was the that is first female commander of the International Space Station, right? और International Space Station की female commander का नाम आपको post करना है comment box में once this session ends. So with this, we move on to the end of this particular session. All I can say is that is keep exploring the space and keep on learning at Vedantu. And thank you all of you. Space is a very big thing to explore, right? But believe me, I can talk for 1 more hour, but everything is available on internet. You should be visiting nasa.gov for getting more information, exciting information. और देखिए क्या क्या हो रहा है दुनिया में. How NASA and other space agencies are planning to explore other planets. Not only that, recently means कुछ time पहले एक हमें ऐसा asteroid मिला है which is supposed to be made up of, that is iron and nickel. And people say that the cost of that asteroid is thousands and thousands times more than the economy of the whole world. तो सोचिए कभी अगर हम उस एस्टेरॉइड को ले आए और वहां से तोड़ तोड़ के आयरन एंड निकल लेके आ रहे हैं तो क्या ऐसा पॉसिबल होगा? वेल, currently many of the space agencies are trying to get the debris from asteroids. हाल ही में जापान ने debris इकट्ठा किया एक एस्टेरॉइड से और लेके आए to study. Now why that is important? The debris collected from various asteroids helps scientists to actually check the composition of the solar system and actually check that how these planets were created. Was the Big Bang the only thing? क्या ये सब Big Bang से ही हुआ था? Yeah, there are many other theories because of which we say that this universe got created. So it's a complex theory and we are in habit of exploring this day in, day out, and it is really very interesting, right? Not only that, day before yesterday in one of the research, scientists have claimed that they have got strong radio signals from an exoplanet, right? Which again could be a reason that there are some aliens staying on those planets, right? But again, these are all theories. We get signals and those signals require hundreds of light years. Hundreds of light years means, that means huge time period. तो जब तक वो सिग्नल हमारे तक पहुंचते हैं वहां पे क्या हो रखा है हमें नहीं पता, right? I hope everyone knows light year is the time or the distance that is taken by light to travel in 1 year, right? So that is light year. So we talk of longer distances in terms of light years. But abhi ke liye, अरे वाह, you need not to post answer at this place. You need to post your answer in the comment box, right? I will meet you again with another episode of space exploration. Tab tak ke liye, try to locate this ISS in the sky and do post after that in the comment box. And if you could click a pic also, it will be great to post in the comment box. Bye for now. Take care and keep on learning at Vedantu.